Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what news we can use, messages, divine guidance. So let's start. Let's look. So this is a general reading, not tuning into one person's specific energies, tuning into the collective. So take what resonates and leave the rest. In the past, got the moon in reverse. Something hidden, something very emotional. I'm also getting hidden, repressed emotions. It also feels like the repressed emotions repress this wildness that you have. This wild quality that feels very authentic, something very you, primal. Wild. Interesting. Untamed. So you were repressing emotion. It feels like these emotions were just made everything difficult. Feels like you repressed so many emotions that it might have affected your ability to take action, your mobility. Maybe it literally felt like you were carrying the weight of the world, literally. Figuratively, it felt like you were carrying the weight of the world, and that took an effect on your physical body as well. I feel like I'm looking at cause and effect. The blocking of emotions leads to the effect of it really messes everything up. Since we often look at water as emotions, if you dam up a river of emotions that are supposed to flow, it looks like the water flows and feeds, contributes to the life and abundance of the vegetation. And by blocking the emotions, everything downstream just withers, and without that energy, so it becomes quite a burden. Feel like you turned your back on yourself, you turned your back on from your emotions. You tried to create an image and become an image of someone. So like ego, and so you turned your back on your own emotions, on your own feelings, how you were experiencing the world. And because you turned away from yourself, I feel like it's like you abandoned your emotions. It looks like some of you might have experienced like numbing out, all different tactics to not have to feel your emotions. Distraction, like staying busy, a workaholic, numbing out. What are other tactics? I've got a lot of them. You would think I'd have them right at hand. I'm very practiced at my toxic tactics. All right. it looks like something happened and that sparked your ability to start taking action, to start little steps, stepping away from, moving away from what was making you repress those emotions or ignoring them. Yeah. And so you willing to move away from those old tactics ended a cycle. Ended a cycle of inner conflict. It feels like this was when you learned that emotions aren't bad or good, they're just information. You are not your emotions. You feel emotions, you can learn how to process them effectively. You can have an experience of emotions, wanted or unwanted. Use that as information and come back to yourself. So you're not mirroring and matching the vibration of the emotion. I am in English, maybe in other languages as well. When you identify, I am this, I am happy. Well, that one doesn't feel too bad. I am happy. But you're more than your emotions. When you, the issue energetically with our language, English, maybe others as well, is there's this identifying. By explaining what your emotions are, you're saying you are that emotion, and you are flowing that emotion, you are experiencing that emotion, but you are not that emotion. Feel like you learned a lot about your emotions in the past. It feels like you set yourself up for that lesson by shutting off your emotions or hiding from your emotions. In current energy, we've got the Ace of Wands. All right. Fiery new start, fiery new opportunity. It does have a hint of schmexy time attached to it. Not gonna lie. I'm interested. Oh, 10 of Cups. Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups. Wowzy. So this is a passionate new opportunity, divinely guided, that has the potential to lead to the 10 of Cups. Interesting. So I feel like this is happening because of somehow what's happening in current energy is because of uncovering your emotions in the past. Maybe kind of as a effect, cause I learned how to experience my emotions in a much healthier way. Effect looks like a passionate new beginning that leads to the 10 of Cups. This is someone who does not have, I feel like both of you don't have attachment issues. You're not clinging on. You're not needing this person. Maybe that's why. I don't feel like you're like needing and yearning for someone. If you're not in that yearning or needing or trying to manipulate to make it happen, you're just Jason Bateman and Will Arnett and Sean Hayes, I listened to their podcast, Smartless. And Jason Bateman often talks about sexy indifference, just like, be cool, like you're sexy and indifferent to it all. That's, though, as funny as that phrase is, sexy indifference, this definitely, you really are embodying it. You're not faking it. You really are kind of indifferent. Like, I'm definitely open if it's right. And this definitely it feels like it comes in a real sexual wow, which might put you off a little bit because you're like, if that's all we've got, but then there's the 10 of Cups. Ooh, interesting. Oh, not probably the outcome you might want from this, but this is so interesting. It looks like, so here's the sexy indifference, and then something doesn't, you're like, oh wait, no, this is not my opportunity, and you bolt. Let's get some, it looks like you leave this. Someone does, either you or this person are like, no, maybe someone doesn't see this as the opportunity. Maybe it could be too sexual, like too, I don't know what this is. Let's see. Just something isn't right. It's very passionate and there's potential here. And then it just, yeah. I get the more time you spend with this person, you realize they're really immature. They don't know how to, gosh, this person like doesn't know how to win or doesn't take action. You might suspect that they're lying or half truths or lies of omission. There's something here that you're like, I don't trust this energy. Has an amazing spark. Boy, bummer. Because I could feel like this, like, woo, and then you're like, I'm gonna have to take a pass. That looked really good, but I feel like you think about it in a very logical way. This person, so you're not being swept away by promises of forever love. Maybe that's what I'm reading. Maybe they lead with sex. There's chemistry. There is a spark. There is like attraction. Maybe there's promises of that 10 of Cups, even though it feels a little far away. So I didn't get this 10 of Cups, which is a more typical view. I got this. Maybe there's a distance between that cup of love and there's some kind of distance. So it's too, I feel like you use your logic, kind of find yourself, you're able to put your emotions aside. You're not being carried away by your emotions and kind of entrapped in the feely good of seduction and possibility and hope, you're being actually really logical and saying, okay, the feelings are here now. However, the immaturity, I can't get over the immaturity. It could be either they're immature, they're just not at the same level that you are. Not that it's a race, not that you're better or more advanced than this person in any way. It's just merely stating that there's a mismatch, you know? And so a mismatch that would cause a lot of struggle, like you wanting them to grow up and mature quickly and them wanting to just be left alone, like, let me grow at my own pace. Like, it just creates a lot of strife, or could, with what I'm reading here. All right, in the center of your reading is the Queen of Swords. Yes, so you're in your mental body, because you are able to think logically. I feel like what's happening here, you've learned to trust your emotions because you know how to work with them. So you're learning how to trust yourself. So when something happens and it sparks some emotions in you a lot, like strong, I think in the past you might have really not trusted yourself. Like, I don't know if I can trust myself. This is why you're able, you've leveled up, you've learned how to deal with your emotions and know when to go in your mental body and be logical about this. That feels really good. It feels like, I mean, isn't it nice when you can trust yourself? You trust your decisions, and you trust that you're cultivating the type of relationships that you want to create in your life. Your challenge right now is the Four of Cups. Talk about sexy and difference. That might be more like anger. Nothing is really standing out. So no, this Four of Cups, as I'm reading it, is more like a loneliness. Like, your challenge is to not get completely jaded and turn yourself off of love in general, because you're having sparks that don't lead anywhere. I feel like these sparks are very important. It's part of your healing process. My dog has a friend over, and seems like a really good time to play. So I love that though. Yeah, play. It doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe detach from some type of outcome of needing things to all work out a certain way. Realizing that this really, it didn't work out, disappointing, or this is a blessing in disguise. I don't know if you can even hear all this or not. My little mic's picking it up. It's pretty hilarious. So, all right, dogs win. I think it's time to end this reading. This feels like a really good place. I feel really positive and happy, even though this reading, it doesn't lead to, anything but more expansion for yourself and more consciousness and ascension. So it's a win. This is a good reading. Take care. Bye.